Hello and welcome. Thank you all for joining us today for the ServiceM8 launch event for 2021. We have lots of exciting updates to share and I can't wait to go through them all with you. Let's kick off by taking a quick look at the last 12 months. Last year, we released a huge range of features to help with efficiency, service, and working remotely, including features like automated recurring payments, remote client signature, automated booking confirmations, and ServiceM8 Phone. We don't have time to go over it, but if you aren't across it, our 2020 launch is definitely worth a look. We also introduced CarPlay support, giving you the ability to see your schedule, call clients, navigate to jobs, and send on-the-way texts, all from your vehicle screen. Apple recently released iOS 15, including a few updates worth mentioning. Text dictation is faster, more accurate, and no longer has a time limit, which is handy for dictating job notes. Widgets, which give you key snapshot of ServiceM8 info on your home screen, can now be positioned anywhere on the iPad. And Focus, letting you control which notifications you get during different times and activities, such as during work time, so you can hide notifications from distracting apps when you want to focus. So, what do we have to talk about today? We're always striving to enhance what ServiceM8 can do to help you succeed. This year, we focus most on ServiceM8's core actions and workflows to make things you do all day, every day, faster and more efficient. So, we're very excited to introduce you to ServiceM8 10. ServiceM8 10 is all about impacting your day with the things you're already doing. Many changes don't require you to activate anything or learn anything. Just do what you normally do and you'll find it faster and easier. First off, we've simplified the process of setting up Siri shortcuts. You can now turn them on from within the ServiceM8 app. Simply tap the shortcut you want to add, change the voice phrase if you want, and tap done. And that's it. Shortcuts are a great way to streamline your day and go hands-free. So try them out. We launched the business dashboard a few years ago, which gives you a quick overview of your business numbers. This year, we're bringing it to the app. You can keep track of your job KPIs while on the go. We're also introducing a new 7-day time frame, so you can see how you're doing this week against the last. Last year, we introduced the ability to scan barcodes when working on a form or asset. A lot of the time though, the information you need to enter doesn't have a barcode, and that means you'd still have to type it out. Introducing support for image-to-text recognition. Tap this text from camera button on your keyboard when completing a form or asset, point the camera and capture the information. If there's too much information, you can tap this button, then simply select the text you want to add and tap insert. And that's it. Everyday job actions like taking photos, saving notes, and completing forms are a huge part of how ServiceM8 helps you manage, document, and complete jobs. This year, we wanted to make these job actions faster to access and adaptable to which actions you use the most. So, the plus button is gone, and so is the camera button. Introducing the new Job Actions bar, giving you easy, one-handed access. Along with camera, you now have one-tap access to notes, email, and SMS, making it even faster to complete the job actions you use most often. And you can still access the rest of the job actions by tapping here. But what if you don't send text messages as much as you scan documents? Well, you can choose which 4 job actions you want to have quick access to. Simply drag them to reorder, and the top 4 will be visible. You can even choose a specific form to be a job action, or as one of your quick actions. The job action bar is even available from within the diary, so you can quickly reply to notes from others, queue the job, or create a task while reviewing the diary. The document scanner in ServiceM8 is really popular, helping digitize the paper you have to deal with. This year, we've made several improvements. First of all, we've moved the document scanner out of the camera, making it easier to find and access. Scanning is faster. It automatically detects the document and captures it. It supports multiple pages, so you can quickly scan all the pages of a document. If you make a mistake while scanning, you can fix it by tapping the image of the scan. Here, you can modify the edges, rotate it, or remove it completely if it was a double up. And when you save it, it combines all the pages into one PDF and shrinks the file size so it's easy to share. Getting paid is essential to small business survival, and the closer to job completion you get paid, the better. ServiceM8 has lots of features to help you get paid. You can enter card details on site, your customers can pay your invoice online, and they can even pay automatically for recurring work. More and more though, people are switching from paying with a plastic card to using their phone with Apple Pay. It's just easier. So today, we're introducing a new contactless way to take payment from customers. We call it Scan and Pay. When you're ready to take payment, open the Scan and Pay screen and ask the client to scan the QR code with their phone. They're taken directly to a special payment page for that job. They can then quickly pay using Apple Pay, Google Pay, or using their saved card details. Once the transaction goes through, your device will be notified that payment has been received and will close the payment screen. And your customer will have the option to provide feedback. From there, you can send your customer a paid invoice like normal. The Learning Roadmap is an on-demand resource we launched in 2018. It's a series of videos, articles, and tips starting with ServiceM8 basics and working up to more specific and advanced features. We created this resource because it's really common for businesses to only scratch the surface of what ServiceM8 can do for them. They know there's more, but they're not sure where to begin. If this sounds like you, the Learning Roadmap is a great starting point. Anyway, this year we've made a range of improvements. First of all, you can now access the Learning Roadmap directly from the app, making it more accessible for when you have spare time and making it a great tool for training new staff. If you get them to complete level 1, they'll learn all the basics and be up and running fast. And when staff complete a level, their achievement will be shared to the activity feed to let management know they've completed it. You can now see how much content is available in the higher levels, so you can get an idea of what there is to learn. And finally, to give you a bit more motivation, we've hidden significant business rewards in the Learning Roadmap, which you can only get by completing each level. The rewards are a surprise though, and random, so you have to complete the levels to find out what you've won. Search is one of the most heavily used features of ServiceM8. You search for jobs all day, every day. So any improvements we can make to search will massively impact your day. With this in mind, we set a simple goal to help you find what you're looking for faster. To actually achieve this, we completely rebuilt the search engine, both in the app and online. So let's take a look, starting with making search faster. Now, ServiceM8 understands the kind of thing you're searching for. So if you start typing a job number, a name, or an address, it will display that category of results first, making it faster to find what you're actually looking for. You'll also notice we're introducing the search highlight, bolding text to instantly show you how each job matches your search term, helping you find what you need without opening each result. Next, we've improved how search results are ordered. Jobs that are a closer match to your search term and recently updated show higher, with alternate spellings and older jobs showing lower. And because search is smarter, we get better results for partial matches too. For example, typing in the first few digits of a phone number is now much more likely to return a good result fast. Sometimes you just have a crack at spelling someone's name or a street the way it sounds. For example, if you're looking for Jane, but don't know if it's spelt with a Y or not, ServiceM8 now automatically returns results for phonetic spellings of a search term. And on a similar note, search is now better at returning the right results even if there are typos or incorrect spelling of a name or address. Searching clients online has been improved as well, providing more accurate results with prioritization, support for different spellings, spelling mistakes, and search highlights. Some other significant improvements to search relate to materials, with improvements to help searching items when building out quotes and invoices. First, we're introducing smart material suggestions to the online dashboard. Just like the app, when you first click into a field, you get the same smart suggestions. Clicking Add Material opens the Smart Suggestions list instantly and puts the cursor in the field so you can start searching straight away. And now you can search using any part of an item's code or name, even in the middle or end. This is useful when you only remember part of an item's code or you want to see all items which contain the same words or numbers anywhere. Materials also support search highlights, showing in bold where it matches your search term. When searching materials in the app, we're introducing Quick Add, which lets you quickly add materials to a job by swiping left. You can do this from the Smart Suggestions list or search results. And we've added the material amount in the materials list view to help you quickly select the right items faster. The final improvement to search and materials is about avoiding clutter. Over time, you end up with thousands of items in ServiceM8 you simply don't use anymore, because items get discontinued, superseded, or they were solely created for a one-off job. We ran the numbers, and over a course of a year, most businesses used less than 20% of the items in ServiceM8. That means the other 80% of items that you're unlikely to ever use slow you down in finding the right item every time you search. So, what should we do to help? We could come up with some kind of material cleanup feature to help you clear out materials every now and then. But really, this would just create another chore for you to do. So we've come up with a better solution. Now, if a material hasn't been used in the last 12 months, we automatically archive it. So when you do a material search, it won't show up and clutter the results. But archived materials aren't deleted. They're just hidden from searches. And you can see that they're hidden at the bottom here. If you click here, it will show the archived items. If you then use one of these items, it will be unarchived automatically, so they're visible the next time you search. And if you search specifically for an item that has been archived, it will automatically show. In summary, finding the right materials and services is easier because there are less to choose from, and it all happens automatically. Last year, we launched ServiceM8 Phone, a smart, cloud-based phone system integrated with your clients and jobs in ServiceM8. Less than 12 months after its release, there have now been over 2 million calls with ServiceM8 Phone. Today, we're releasing a range of improvements to make ServiceM8 Phone more powerful in saving time and providing great service. To kick off, we're introducing the secondary call group. ServiceM8 Phone already has a primary call group where you decide whose phones will ring simultaneously when a client is calling. With the new secondary call group, you have more flexibility to direct incoming calls efficiently. For example, if you have just one staff member responsible for answering the phone, you can set them alone in the primary call group. Then, if they're busy or on another call, the phone can ring through to the other team members in the secondary call group. Or you can set it up so calls fall back to a manager if the office or after-hours team miss a call. With ServiceM8 Phone, every call you make comes from one phone number. This is great for control, professionalism, and giving customers one point of contact for your business. But if you're a technician in the field and a client misses your call, then immediately calls you back, their call will go back to the office. Whoever answers that then needs to figure out which technician called the client and transfer the call. It wasn't ideal, so we made it smarter. Now, when anyone calls you back soon after missing or receiving a call, they'll automatically be routed straight back to you. So now when a technician calls the customer, if they call the business number back, it will automatically be routed to that technician. And it's the same in the office. If you end a call with a client or supplier and they call back, it will call you first. If you miss the call, it will automatically direct the call back to the primary call group like normal, meaning the client will get the best experience without extra call handling. We've also added hold music when working with ServiceM8 Phone online. Now when you transfer a customer or mute the call, they'll be played music while on hold until they are successfully transferred or you resume the call. If you've got your own custom audio about your business services or maybe a catchy jingle, you can now upload custom hold music too. The way ServiceM8 Phone transcribes calls into text can be really useful. You can confirm what a client said without having to call them back, or use it as a record of events to help resolve a dispute. Today, we're rolling out an improved transcription AI, making transcription more accurate and better at recognizing names and locations, as well as industry-specific terms. But when you're looking at past calls, most of the time, you just want to know what the call was about. This is why ServiceM8 Phone has call summaries. When you end a call, you can add a one-line description of what the phone call was about for the job's record. This is great, but it was a task that was easy to skip or forget. We wanted to provide the benefit of call summaries 100% of the time, without the administration, and came up with something really impressive. Introducing automatic transcript summarization. Using an advanced AI, ServiceM8 will summarize a phone call down to just a few sentences, saving the key points of the call to the job diary, automatically for every call. You don't need to worry about adding a summary when you hang up. You can just get on with your work. In this transcript, a customer calls a business to get a price for their property to be cleaned weekly. And the AI has summarized it as, Sam and Scott discuss Scott's request for a weekly cleaning service for his property. Here, the customer called to report an issue with their dishwasher that was leaking and asked if they could come out and take a look. And the AI has summarized it as, Sam and Scott discuss when the technician will come to Scott's house to fix his dishwasher. And finally, here, a customer calls a business to confirm that they are still coming for a booking. And the AI has summarized it as, Sam confirms Greg's booking for a smart home services technician. It's amazing how well this summarizer does, even with complex topics. Really quickly, we're launching a better voice engine to generate your welcome and voicemail messages, making them more realistic and professional. We're also releasing an updated ServiceM8 Phone app, including improvements to assist call stability in the field, plus the ability to copy phone numbers when you're out of internet connectivity. The last improvement for ServiceM8 Phone is about making it easier to get started. We've always made ServiceM8 low risk and easy to trial. It's important to try a solution before committing and make sure it's right for your business. So today, we're excited to announce a 3-month free trial for ServiceM8 Phone. If you haven't tried ServiceM8 Phone yet, it's easier than ever. And finally, we're happy to introduce updated pricing for all supported regions, offering more value for businesses that don't use the phone as much. Last year, we launched Location Insights, a powerful tool presenting property photos for an address when you create the job. This year, we're making Location Insights even more powerful. You can now see and access the photos anytime after creating the job. Previously, you could only see photos while you're creating it. And when available, we include extra information about the property. You can see information like number of bedrooms and bathrooms, land area, and construction materials, giving you further insights to make decisions remotely. If you've been using ServiceM8 for a while, you'll have a wealth of job photos in your account. Now, when you create a job for an address you've been to before, Location Insights will display photos from all past jobs at that address. And finally, we're bringing these insights to the ServiceM8 app. So if you're creating jobs in the field, you get the same access to property images and previous job images. You can activate Location Insights in your ServiceM8 add-ons. ServiceM8's online booking form is the ultimate example of convenience and automation. Your clients can instantly book your services day or night, and you get their details automatically entered in ServiceM8. This year, we've given online booking form an overhaul and made it easier for your clients to use. Let's take a look. First, we've updated to a fresh new design, keeping your branding front and center. If your service doesn't involve the client scheduling a time or paying up front, the form now submits in the first step. It's fast and easy. If you do let clients book in, we've got a brand new interface for time selection. We've increased the promotion of the times that are best for your business, like when you have staff in the area. Or if your customer has limited availability, it's now much easier for them to find a day and time that works. Plus, we've added a new Arrange a Time Later option that lets the clients skip ahead if they can't find a time, so you can still get the inquiry. Sticking with the online theme, let's talk about websites. It's 2021. Having your own custom website and domain is a must for your business image and being discoverable online. The problem is, getting a domain and setting up a website is a bit of a mission. If you've done it already, you know what I mean. You can do this all yourself if you invest the time, or you can pay someone to build a website for you, but you still need to fill out the content. We wanted to make it super easy for you to get a professional email and website set up, like as easy as it could possibly be. Introducing Website and Email, the add-on. Now, you can literally set up your own website and professional email in less than 10 minutes. Let's see how. First, you start by searching for an available domain. Set an email account you'd like the emails to be forwarded to. Verify that you've entered it correctly and have access to that email. And confirm your business information. We'll then register the domain for you. We're halfway done already. You now have a professional email and domain, and your ServiceM8 account will be set to email from your new domain automatically. Next, we need to customize the website. You simply need to add a sentence or two about your business, add your social media links, upload a photo of your team or vehicles, and choose a color theme that matches your brand. That's it. Your website will be automatically built and published within hours. All your online booking forms will show automatically. With the customer feedback add-on activated, client reviews will show here and automatically update as new reviews come in. And there's a gallery of your work here. You can share photos to your website gallery straight from a job card, making it easy to keep up to date. It's clean, simple, and super fast. Your site is hosted on the same world-class infrastructure as ServiceM8 itself and comes with built-in SSL encryption to protect your client's personal data. So you get a lightning-fast, secure experience. All this, and you never need to worry about website maintenance. So you might be wondering, what does all this cost? For ongoing domain registration, website hosting, plus SSL security encryption, and ongoing certification, you'd expect to pay anywhere from $15 to $35 a month. So we thought, how about $24 a year? $2 a month for a secure, professional website and domain. That is insane value. But then we thought, the whole point of building this is to help our customers who don't have a website right now. We don't want anything to prevent every small business using ServiceM8 to have a professional website and domain. Which is why, till the end of 2021, we're making website and email free for the first 2 years for existing ServiceM8 customers. Take that, shareholders. To get started, activate website and email in ServiceM8 add-ons. A lot of ServiceM8's impact to your efficiency, productivity, and service come from the fundamentals of what makes ServiceM8 possible. It's like a pipeline for your team to progress work coming through your business, guiding jobs towards completion. You can view all your jobs, see their status, and action them anywhere. And you can efficiently communicate detailed information instantly between office and field staff, like basic details and job requirements, changes to a staff member's schedule, or the outcome of a job on site. This year, we spent a lot of time looking at these core ServiceM8 concepts to help you work faster and smarter than ever. So today, we've got the following to share. Faster options to schedule and queue jobs, easier ways for staff to manage their jobs and communicate, and smarter tools to keep your business under control. There's a lot to cover, so let's go. First off, we've made improvements to how you queue and schedule jobs from the dispatch board. Starting with the ability to queue a job from the job card, making it much faster to queue when you're already working in the job. We've also updated how you set the job's expiry from a queue. You now set a time frame rather than needing to set a specific date, making it more intuitive. Actioning jobs inside the job is great, but so is the ability to drag and drop them on the dispatch board. It's a visual, intuitive way to work. But when you close the job, you need to find it again in the jobs list. Maybe double check it's the right one before you can action it. This is fine, but it could be easier. So we're introducing something we're affectionately calling the job bubble. Now, when you close a job, the job bubble appears. You can reopen the job you just closed by clicking the bubble. Or you can drag the job to a queue, or you can drag it to the schedule. We're also improving the job dragging experience, giving you a clearer indication of where the job will land on the schedule before you release it. Okay, so next we have a range of improvements to help communicate where a job is at and what's required to keep it moving forward. When a technician attends a job, then checks out, they are the best informed about where the job is up to and what needs to happen next. So we've modified the checkout process in the app, streamlining the workflow to make it fast and easy to document the job's outcome and manage it on the spot. Let's take a look. When you check out of a job and mark it as not complete, ServiceM8 will now ask the staff member to set why, offering simple, one-tap options that provide the rest of the team with quick information about why that job wasn't completed. If the technician needs to write a specific note, they can add it by tapping Other. In this case, the job just needs more time on site. They can send the job to a queue, or in this case, schedule more time in to complete the work. When checking out of a quote, it's the same process, but the outcomes to choose from are relevant to the quoting process. When you mark a job as completed, staff are able to add job notes if they need to. And if they have access to billing, they're now able to finalize invoice details right here before checking out of the job and producing the invoice, where you'll see the new action bar for quoting and invoicing, which gives you quicker access to email and SMS while still having access to the other sending options. So now you can send the invoice in just 2 taps. To keep jobs moving forward, we're also improving the visibility of tasks assigned to you and the visibility of questions from team members about specific jobs. First, we're introducing a new My Task list. From this view, your staff can see all jobs that have tasks assigned to them and the actual tasks that are on that job. By presenting the task with the job they're attached to, you get much more context because you can instantly see what job that task relates to. This makes tasks much more useful because it's easier for your staff to find the tasks that are assigned to them and faster to action. Next, we're introducing a new list called Unread Mentions. Mentions in ServiceM8 are a great way to communicate internally in the business, especially in the job's diary. In the Unread Mentions view, you can see all jobs where you've been mentioned, and you can see the mention without opening the job. So it's easier than ever to stay on top of what other staff in the business need from you, taking communication to the next level. We've also made it so when you mention a technician in a job note, they'll receive a push notification on their device. When they tap on it, they'll land in the job diary and get immediate context. They can then reply with their own note, and you'll keep important details within the job's history. Plus, we've added emoji support to notes, so you can succinctly respond to questions from your team with the perfect emoji. The next improvement is a new way to assign off-site work that's required to progress a job, such as for jobs that need to be quoted or where parts need to be ordered, the customer contacted, work to be done in the workshop, etc. You might make a queue for these common scenarios, but queues are ideal for jobs on hold or waiting for something, rather than jobs requiring action ASAP. Until now. Introducing Assignable queues, designed to help you assign work required for key steps in progressing a job that don't involve visiting the site. When you send a job to one of these queues, you're prompted to select a staff member you want to assign before saving, much in the same way that you can schedule or allocate a job to a staff member. And because these new assignable queues are designed for action that need to happen, we're introducing new shorter timeframes: 1 hour, 4 hours, and end of today. Your staff can see queued jobs assigned to them in the next new list called My Queues, which shows you all the jobs assigned to you through a queue. Looking here, we can quickly see that I have 2 jobs that I need to quote, 1 job where I need to contact a customer, and another job that needs parts to be ordered. So essentially, you have a brand new tool to help manage the work in your business. To make it easier for your staff to stay on top of everything requiring their attention, we're introducing a single list that's all about them, called For My Review, which in addition to showing jobs with tasks assigned, jobs with unread mentions, and jobs assigned to you through queues, it also shows jobs that were scheduled to you that you didn't action afterwards. For example, if team member Charlie checks out a job 101 but hasn't completed it, scheduled another visit, or sent it to a queue, this job hasn't been managed properly, meaning someone back in the office might have to piece together the story, or chase Charlie up to find out the outcome. Either way, it's not ideal. But since the job was scheduled to Charlie, he knows the story best, so it'll appear in his For My Review list until it's scheduled, queued, or updated to completed or unsuccessful. So, if everyone stays on top of their For My Review list, unactioned jobs won't fall through the cracks, completed jobs will be finalized faster, and you'll get better communication of job outcomes between office and field staff. To help your team easily view their schedule or jobs requiring their attention, we're introducing a new mission control for viewing jobs lists in the app, the Jobs view. From the Jobs tab in the app, you tap Jobs up the top left, or simply swipe from the left of the screen. Here, you still have access to your normal job lists and filters, but now you can also access new lists for each of the areas we mentioned before: My Tasks, Unread Mentions, My Queues, and For My Review. And you can see how many jobs are in each list, so you know at a glance whether there's something there that needs your attention. If you use an iPad, you can keep the new jobs view alongside your jobs list, meaning you can very quickly review your jobs across your different lists. If you want to get the full screen view of your calendar or map, you can simply hide the jobs view. Now, more than ever, you can manage your jobs, staff and clients on the go with the ServiceM8 app. And finally, if you tap this Edit button, you can reorder the lists in a way that works best for you, and can activate and deactivate the ones that you want. Plus, we have 3 more smart lists: Today, Replies, and Action Required. The Today list shows all jobs scheduled to you and all queued jobs assigned to you. If you or your staff don't like the distraction of jobs scheduled later in the week showing on your schedule, Today View gives you that. We'll cover the Replies and Action Required lists later on. So, that wraps up the changes that help your staff manage their work and communicate better. The next improvements we're launching give you an unprecedented level of control over all active jobs in your business, giving you new ways to focus on jobs that require action, making it faster to figure out what needs to happen next on a job, new ways to stay on top of your customer communication, better management of quotes to help win work, and a new way to manage jobs in queues. Let's start with staying on top of jobs requiring action. The unscheduled list in ServiceM8 has been a cornerstone of keeping your business in control since ServiceM8 began. Today, we're introducing the evolution of the unscheduled list, the Action Required list, the thing you saw earlier. Built on the foundation of the unscheduled list, but enabling you to manage jobs faster and stay in control of customer communication. Let's take a look. You access Action Required through the new Job List dropdown. Here, you can see Action Required at the top, highlighting how many jobs currently need action. It follows the same rules as the unscheduled list, showing all jobs that need to be queued, scheduled, marked as unsuccessful, or completed, but with some key differences. First, we have these new job highlights, allowing you to instantly see why a job requires action. We can see that John was scheduled this job, but hasn't actioned it afterwards. And we can see that this job is expired from the Waiting on Clients queue, so it's due for follow-up with that client. Job highlights let you scan all jobs requiring action and why, at a glance, without needing to hover over or open each job. There's one more big advantage the Action Required list has over the unscheduled list, and it's all about client communication. ServiceM8 has lots of ways to communicate with your customers: email, SMS, and even phone. The problem for email and texting is that it's possible to forget to reply to a customer because you missed the notification or plan to do it later but forget. So today, we're introducing customer replies with the Action Required list. Now, when you receive a reply from a customer, that job will show in the Action Required list. Here, we can see a reply from a customer that wants to go ahead with their quote, and another reply from a customer here. Replies show here until they are actioned, by either replying to the customer or dismissing it. If you reply to this customer, that job will disappear from the list. This reply doesn't need a response, so we can right-click it and select Dismiss, and it will disappear. You can see customer replies on the app in the Action Required list, and you also have a Replies list that we saw earlier, which only shows unactioned replies. The Action Required list gives you a single place across the business to ensure you're providing great customer communication and that nothing slips through the cracks to efficiently stay on top of your jobs. Next, we have an improvement to help you win work: the new Quotes list. Just like the Action Required list, it has job highlights. Firstly, you can now instantly see which jobs haven't had a quote sent to the customer yet. We can see these 2 jobs haven't been quoted. And like the Action Required list again, you can see customer replies. This quote has a reply from a customer asking for some changes. And we can see jobs that have expired from queues. This quote has expired from the waiting on client queue, so it's ready to be followed up. This new list helps you answer what jobs haven't been quoted yet, what quotes need follow-up, and what quotes have an outstanding customer reply, giving you a much better central overview to help you win new work. Okay, so finally, how are we helping manage jobs in queues? If your business has a lot of jobs on the go, you can easily have 50 plus jobs that are on hold or awaiting some kind of action in your queues, making it time consuming to be across all the work in your business. Introducing the queue board, a whole new way of viewing and managing your jobs in queues, allowing you to see all jobs in queues at once. You can drag jobs from the jobs list directly into a queue to send it there. You can drag jobs between queues, and you can drag jobs to a staff member from a queue. If the queue is an assignable queue, you can see which staff member the job is assigned to as well. The last improvement for queues is about how they expire. When a job expires from a queue is when you need to follow it up. So it will leave the queue and appear in the unscheduled jobs and now the action required. This is great for making sure it's followed up. But jobs disappearing from queues when they expire has made it harder to use queues because it splits your focus. You need to stay on top of both your unscheduled jobs list for expired jobs and the queue itself. Now, when a job expires from a queue, it will still appear in the action required list, but it will also show in the queue that it expired from as expired in both the queue board and the queue list. So, if you set aside time to go through certain queues, like a queue for jobs waiting on parts, you can now focus and work out of that queue only, since you can see jobs that have expired and need your attention first. So, that is a wrap on a huge range of changes that give you more visibility, control, and tools to be more productive, efficient, and provide better service. Okay, we have one final thing to share with you today. Good communication is core to a good customer experience and is a massive part of what ServiceM8 offers. A couple of years ago, we launched two-way SMS, a powerful way to communicate with your clients. We wanted to take this communication to the next level and provide an even better, more professional, more branded experience for your customers. So today, we're introducing ServiceM8 Messenger, a powerful messaging app for your customers to use to connect with your business. Let's take a look. When your customers use two-way SMS, they're offered to upgrade to ServiceM8 Messenger. Once installed, it's familiar to two-way SMS. They can send and receive messages and send images. But because it's a native app instead of a web browser, it's much faster and cleaner. For example, when your customer closes the app and receives another message from you, it appears as a push notification from your business. And when they tap on it, it takes them straight back into the app. From your side, you don't need to do anything. Simply text clients like you normally would, and if they have the app installed and are logged in, it'll send through the app with no SMS charge. If they delete the app or log out, it'll automatically switch back to sending as a normal text message. And when a client has multiple jobs with you, they can see them all here and easily message you about each of them, all through the app. And because this is an app for your customers, we're making it available on both Apple and Android. It's available on both the App Store and the Google Play Store. So all your customers can have this experience with your business. We're rolling out ServiceM8 Messenger gradually over the next few months. Okay, let's recap what we've released today. We started with Siri shortcuts improvements, business dashboard improvements, text from camera, the job action bar, document scanner improvements, scan and pay contactless payment, learning roadmap improvements, massive improvements to job, client, and material search, and introduced automatic material archiving. ServiceM8 Phone is better with secondary call group, return call routing, soft phone hold music, custom hold music, better call transcribing, AI-powered call summary, new pricing, and it's easy to get started with a 3-month free trial. We rolled out updates to location insights and the online booking form, introduced the website and email add-on, made improvements to actioning jobs with the ability to queue from the job card, and improved queuing experience, the job bubble, and more intuitive drag and drop. We made it easier for staff to manage their work and communicate with the app checkout wizard improvements, the invoice action bar, the new app lists, my tasks, my queues, my unread mentions, today, and replies, mention notification improvements, emoji support in notes, the For My Review list, assignable queues, and the new jobs view on iPhone and iPad. And we made it easier and more efficient to keep your business in control with the action required list, the quotes list, the queue board, and better visibility of queue expiry. And finally, ServiceM8 Messenger. All right, we made it. From everyone here at ServiceM8, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait to see how these improve. What? Oh, that's right. We still have one more thing to share with you today. Is this getting old? I don't think so. Every second you have to wait for something to load makes it harder to stay focused. We're always talking about it, and we really believe that speed of a solution has a serious impact on how efficient you can be and how nice it is to use. The ServiceM8 app is the epitome of this. Everything loads instantly, making it feel great to use and helping you do what you need to fast. Over the years, we put a lot of effort into making ServiceM8's online dashboard fast, speeding up page load times, job loading times, search speed, and more to keep you working fast in the office as well. Earlier this month, we quietly rolled out some speed improvements, which you might have noticed. Still, a web-based app can never be as fast as an app that you install. So, to take it to the next level, today we're introducing ServiceM8 app for your Mac and PC. You can download and install it to your computer like any other software you've installed. Everything looks the same, as if you were using it online, except it's all faster. Going between dispatch board, job history, and clients all load straight away. Browsing through your clients or jobs all loads instantly. When you're on the dispatch board, jobs load instantly with the diary visible faster too. When you open photos, they don't need to load. You can see the full quality version straight away. Comparing the old version versus the new app version, we found it's up to 50% faster. Over the thousands of interactions that you do each day, this will make a massive difference. The larger the account, the more noticeable the speed improvement is too. So if you have lots of jobs on the go, the desktop app will give you a much better experience. Two things to note with the current version: it isn't compatible with ServiceM Phone or ServiceM8's two-step authentication. Stay tuned for that. Okay, that actually is a wrap. The ServiceM8 10 app will be available in the App Store shortly. The same goes with ServiceM8 for Mac and ServiceM8 for PC. These desktop apps will be available to download on the Mac App Store and the Microsoft Store later today. And you can get instant access to all of the features we've announced today by clicking Activate in your settings area, which is available now. From all of us here, thank you for using ServiceM8. We hope it's making a positive impact in your businesses and lives. Stay safe, guys. See you later.